areas, you will see some very, very large hail in and around Plymell. And this storm, we continue to watch this, does have a history of putting down at least 2 tornadoes. Okay, the latest report that we have is that there is not a tornado on the ground, though we did get reports about 4 to 5 minutes ago of a tornado on the ground, and you are watching this live here on Cake. I do want to flip back over to which way the winds are blowing through Plymell. You're not out of the woods quite yet. We will keep you in your tornado shelters until we can go ahead and transfer them back over to, and we're going to get Mike Phelps back on the line here. Okay, Mike, can you hear me?
Yes, I sure can. Got a very good look at this. Yes, can you hear me? Hello? Mike Phelps here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I am looking at a large mesocyclone off to my northwest. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I apologize. I had to change out my IFB battery. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, not a problem. Got a large mesocyclone off to my northwest here, continuing to move off to the southeast. Very well-defined structure with this beast of a storm, and we're not seeing as much precipitation falling out of the mesocyclone now, which has me very concerned. Once that precipitation begins to let up, that tells you right there that you've got mainly updrafts that are overtaking instead of downdrafts, and when that happens, it means it's a fine. So we've got an mesocyclone right now looking at a very large area of dust forming up to this mesocyclone. Hold on a second right here. I'm going to zoom in on this. Do not see any kind of rotation with it, but there is a very large area of dust beginning to form now under this mesocyclone. Let's zoom in and see if we can see any kind of rotation. Folks, if you're listening, the key is rotation. If you do not see rotation, then you do not have a tornado. And right now, it looks like just a very large rising area of dust with very weak rotation. I would not technically call this a tornado yet, but it could be the formative stages of one here on the right side of your television screen.
Okay, Mike, we do continue to watch your feed right now. I'm going to flip back over to it. And as you were mentioning, it might be in kind of a cycle where it's back into the updraft, which might actually be there. Okay, go ahead,
yeah,
Mike.
I am still, I'm showing some...
Okay, we're going to try to stick with Mike here for just a second. It looks like we might have a possible tornado on the ground. Can you hear me again, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like we're going in and out here with Mike. Okay, we just lost Mike. Scott, if you can, try to get Mike back on the phone for us. Say it again? Okay. We do continue with a tornado warning. We're going to continue with our coverage here because we do have a tornado possibly on the ground in and around the Plymell area. This storm will continue to work its way off to the southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. It is about 1 mile southeast now of Plymell, and you're looking at a perspective coming in from Cakeland Storm Chaser Mike Phelps, and we are still getting very good rotation indications where the reds and the greens come together. This is where we're seeing the indications for rotation, violent rotation, though albeit very slow rotation, which is actually good news, especially when the chasers are trying to catch up with these storms. The slower the storm, the better it is for the chaser, and the more heads up we are able to give you. The best rotation right now is to the southeast of Plymell, but not by very far. In fact, it is maybe a mile to the southeast of Plymell. We're trying to effort possible reports coming out of Plymell. Hopefully our news department can handle that.
Oh. Oh, that was a big one. Oh yeah, that's a good flash. Whoa.